Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of I'm Latoya Renee. If you are new here, welcome. If you've been here before, hey y'all. Today we are going to talk about another medical issue outside of Wegovy that I've been experiencing. Okay guys, so as some of you know, last year I had a labrum tear in my right hip that I had repaired the day after Christmas. And it took a while to get to that point of surgery last year. I had multiple scans done, did some injections, all the things, and we ultimately ended up deciding to do surgery. And that was a fantastic decision for me and all that, right? But leading up to it, I'd had like a x-ray, I think I'd had a CT, and then I had an MRI. And the MRI showed that I had a fibroid, so that was an incidental finding. And so I reached out to my OB to get it checked out, and we did a transvaginal ultrasound, confirmed that there was a fibroid there, and also confirmed that the fibroid was compressing on my cervix, which was housing my IUD. And so as a result, my OB elected to take the IUD out because she was already saying it's going to be challenging to take it out as it sits now, but as the fibroid continues to grow, it's going to be that much harder. So as a result, I went in to have it removed. It was very painful to take out, very uncomfortable, but she got it out. And basically said that we would just continue to watch the fibroid and its growth. I kind of at the time wanted to just go on ahead and have it removed because I'm like, it's gonna do nothing but get larger now at the, the growth rate. We don't know what that'll be, but it's not gonna, it's gonna be there. It's not gonna disappear. So I wanted it gone, but I was told that it was too small at the time to remove and that it needs to be a certain size before they remove it, or there need to be issues occurring in order for them to feel compelled to remove it. So I went on ahead, had my labrum surgery done, did all the therapy and stuff for that at the top of this year. I'm doing fine and great. It's a little weak, but I mean, I'm not limping, I'm not in pain at all, any of that. I can still work out, and I'm just working on strengthening the hip at this point, so all things are good there. However, this fibroid has been a problem, y'all. Because of how it sits and everything, every time I go from laying flat to sitting up or standing up, I always feel urgency to use the bathroom, to pee specifically, because it compresses my bladder. And so there's that's been going on for quite some time. In addition to that, this summer, actually, I guess a little like in the spring, because it was right before I started taking Wegovy, I started having cycles that were 20 and 30 days long. So that's been my summer and some of my spring. And so I ended up having another transvaginal ultrasound done, and it looks like my fibroid has increased in size by like, not quite double, excuse me, but pretty close. And so my OB was like, hey, where do we stand as far as kids are concerned? Do you want more? Are you done? Because that'll impact what we do, which I already knew what she was saying. And I pretty much was like, I would love to have another child. I don't want that option to be taken away if we can prevent it. So she said, okay, let's go on ahead and just remove it, because at this point, excuse me, my allergies are kicking my butt today. At this point, it is, of course, it's compressing my cervix like I mentioned before, but it's also compressing my endometrium, which is why I've been bleeding, and it is trying to invade my uterus. And so if we don't catch it in time and it actually does what it's trying to do, which is get in the uterus, I will need a hysterectomy. Definitely don't want that. Or definitely haven't done enough research to figure out if that's the best thing for me. Y'all, I'm 35 years old. I don't feel like that's the best thing for me. But, I'll educate and cross that bridge when if we ever get to it. So at this time, we are discussing having surgery done. She has dates available to remove the fibroid itself. That's all. In October, November, and December. The problem is, y'all, is that I have not been at my job for a year yet. So as a result, I don't have enough, like, we call it annual leave and sick leave, but you know, your PTO and your sick leave. I don't have enough of that to feel comfortable. Like, I have it, you know what I mean? It's kind of like when you got the money, but you don't want to spend it because, you know, that's all you got. That's where I'm at right now. So I'm trying to figure out when will be the best time to have the surgery. But quite honestly, since even having my last transvaginal ultrasound, I feel like it's even bigger. And I don't know if I feel like it's bigger because I've lost weight around that area, and so now it's just really taking up space. I don't know, but it feels even bigger. I'm very aware of where it is. I could very easily palpate my lower abdomen, pelvic region, and feel it. It is quite large. Obviously, you know, there are people with much larger fibroids out there, but to me it's quite large, and I want it out. I am fortunate that it's my only one, because I know one girl who had like 26 fibroids and had them all removed, and then fertility was no longer an issue for her, and it had been. But it's only one. It's just one that's growing very quickly and doing what it wants to do, and I'm not here for it. So we're gonna try to stop it. Like I said, I still got to figure out when I'm gonna do it, but hopefully sooner rather than later. There is a 2-week recovery period where you cannot push, pull, or lift. So that's really, you know, those 80 hours that I need of, you know, time off, that's really where I'm at as far as trying to figure out when I'm gonna do this. But yeah, I'm not fearful of surgery. Obviously, I've had a C-section, which I think they'll go in through that where I had the C-section at. I have to double check with her on that, but I've had a C-section, and then I had that major surgery on my hip, you know, 8, 9 months ago. So I'm not afraid of surgery. It's just the recovery is always a thing for me, and so that's what I'm more focused on, is being able to actually recover. So gotta plan that out, but that's the latest and greatest. I'm quite certain I'll document this because I feel like this could be very helpful for some, and quite honestly, I feel like you guys could help me, because I'm sure, you know, fibroids are not an abnormal thing. I mean, they are abnormal in the sense that we shouldn't have them, but they're not abnormal in the sense that many people have them. And so I'm sure you guys have much more experience with this than I do, and could probably educate me a little better on this, because I'm just going through it in real time. I've never had any experience with this until now, and so let's have some dialogue about that, guys, because, you know, this is new for me. So anywho, like what you're seeing, make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button so that when new content pops up, you're one of the first ones who are able to see it. Also, it helps build our community, helps our channel grow, and all of those things. So anyway, I will see you guys later this week. Love you very much. Bye.